Shalom, shalom. Hey, bringing you live. I'm on the bus, but we are which I thought to quickly come on live to show you this coverage of us approaching the Gaza Strip border. So, bona bono may navakino na Israeli, but the na buno Palestine. So, bona bono kilele buti urura, the Gaza Strip. So, as you can see, those are the fence, barbed wire. Satu-satu ngangko. Nanu Osmani nanu mau live tonight. I mean, just a quick live because we finished from the Niger where we had our morning service this morning, and on our way back to Jerusalem, we just stopping here, coming through. There you go. This is the Gaza Strip, the border into the Palestinians. There you go. Mm-mm. Iya, dia nasarado tani to naririnig wanwa do attack sa makalevo. It's at Nariv Hasara. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, there you go. Sandot na lang. Alam niyo, oh yeah. Through this.
Yeah, Nabula, shalom, shalom. People go in the Gaza Strip. So this is the community that the bomb that is available, the Salkura, mortars, like in the missile.
So where are we now? We approaching?
Yeah, we're still approaching the Gaza Strip. Yes. And this community gets hit a lot. Lebanon,
You provide feedback, visual and sound, especially sound. All good. Boleh benarkan. Ya, kami bisa approach tanah kita ni guna border. Berkelele betul na Israeli. Yeah. Yeah, sabto na makin sa approach ta kami guna berkelele betul na Gaza Strip. So, sa lapit tikunggo, liut na kikimami tikunggo, balatin ka ng bus, yung tipo yung liut sa bus in front of us, which is blocking the border security, ko escort ka kikimami go, na kimami na yapo sa rito. Okay. Off and on to the sound. What about now? Is it clear? Sama tatutugan bikin na sound go? Say on off tiko sa clear. Clear? Okay, binaka. Okay, here you go. Okay, left side of the bus. Okay, so the tour guide is saying On the left side of the bus, which is there, that is the separation wall now. Okay. So bosar nga nalalang ako sa tawa si Sineli kina, batiki Palestine. Nindo wrong over to na Gaza Strip, bosar nga ako. Sa bas tubo na malanga, dirita ko sa tubo kalalang. Can you see that? No. So it says path to peace. Oh, okay. So they call these walls the path to peace. Atungo na kunin Sineli. Hindi tapos ang tungan ng bayo. Hezbollah post. Wow. We're very near. So, wow. Amazing. Okay. Sa itay kan ba nga sa Hezbollah. Okay. Balik tayo na sa tulisan mo. Malalang sa rin nga sa tawa si Rawe. So, very tight to can security. Ang kalungan tani kaya may rami, solid kaya may na ngalamay kaya may sarsariki. Very tight to can security. Kaya muli tumingo na basi kaya. No? Okay, kinto na sobo. We can get up. Okay. So, lebih kaya may rin sobo talaga. So, okay. Ano ita kanina marutar trumengo. So, we can you may have the privilege in the future to come. But for those who probably don't, at least you can get to see it through this live feed. Okay, let's go and check it out. And then we can talk through. Yeah. Minute. Okay. Okay, kung sa sobo man ng basi, nandesa ngayon may hindi pa makalata kaya di bikin niya. So, ilo na tumengo. Ilo. Thank you. We love you too. Okay, if you were following the morning sessions today, remember this is ICEJ, International Christians Embassy, Jerusalem, who is hosting this Feast of Tabernacles that brings the 80 nations together. And when we come, it is very important to Israel to show us, for us who comes in and support Jerusalem, what is actually happening on the ground. So this, we said we love you. They are happy. They keep reminding us that it means a lot when we step in as Christians, especially to us Gentiles. You step into Israel, may one day security that we are standing with them. Pero dito na nanonood at attack dito na one day security na nandang masuk. When the Christian world is standing this one, So I will leave it for Talamio to explain to you. He'll explain to you, take you through the bomb shelter and all that. But I can nalala ko na tikin na There you go. So to show the bomb shelter and all that. Okay, nalala.
Yeah. Everyone that's watching, just across there you can see that wall. That's the Palestinian walls from the other side. So as you can see, that's the post, lookout post on Rabunoni Yandra, the Hezbollah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The Hezbollah is the what? They're like the guard room.
Yeah, so that's the guard post over there. And as you look, this is the Israel side of the fence. and this place gets attacked a lot from from mortars and missiles. Hence the reason why they have a lot of this. So there's two bomb shelter. There's bomb shelters all over this place to protect them
Take cover.
when they or to take cover when there is an attack. Man. Also, any more attacks, they've got 5 seconds to go into this bomb shelters. Yep. So that's inside the bomb shelter. It's not big, just enough. Says it can fit 24 people.
In here.
Yeah. So there's another one here. And even for us visiting, it's not safe for us either. Because
It was donated by
yes,
the
people in Israel. So even for us visiting today, it's not even a safe environment for us. But that's the border. That's the Palestinian wall. So as you can see there.
Touch the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
Like rocky.
And this is the Israelites, Israel side of the fence. So this is their wall here. Yes. All they need here is shalom, which is peace between Israel and Palestine.
Oh, Moshe will do some explaining there. Our tour guide.
Yeah.
Okay, viewers. So this is all the buses that's bringing all the ICEG, the Feast of Tabernacles, all the pilgrims. So this is our tour. And then we go with our tour guide, and hopefully Moshe, our tour guide, can explain a little bit more. There you go. Okay, this is another gentleman that's going to explain.
Okay, guys, welcome to Moshav Netiva Sarah. My name is Raya, and I will explain and show you what are you doing here. Okay? So I was born here, not in this spot, but in Kibbutz Yad Mordechai, which is 3 kilometers from here.
Wow.
And I work here in a team of women who I'll explain later on what we do. I just want to tell you a little bit what it is to be civilian, live under fire for 23 years.
Wow.
Okay, so Netiva Sarah, by the way, this is the border behind you.
Yeah.
And this is the Moshav behind these walls. It's very close, about 200 to 300 meters from the border. And they live with their kids and their families so close to the border. The fire on our community started in 2000, and since then the Palestinians improved their weapon. At the beginning it was just a short-range rockets.
Yep.
And later on they improved their capacity and they started to launch rockets which can get to Tel Aviv, to Jerusalem, and of course all the communities around the Gaza Strip. It was like 10 years of we didn't have any protection at all. We didn't have a safe room in our homes. Now you know, I think you know that every house in Israel, at least the new ones that are built, there are need to add a safe room to the house. Then we didn't have any. I remember when they started launching rockets from the other side, we received a message on our phones, please go inside your home and bend behind an inner wall. Inner wall could be the bathroom, the bedroom, or whatever. And just by chance, my house, my house is built in the American way of building, which is from plaster. Okay, very soft walls, and if rocket would fall on my house, even if I would be behind an inner wall, I wouldn't survive. So, but this was our routine. Whenever we got the alert, we took our kids, went to the bathroom, bent over there, cover our heads, and prayed that a rocket won't fall on our home. The other thing that wasn't available at that time was the Iron Dome. You all familiar with the Iron Dome? Iron Dome started to be active only in 2011, which means that for about 10 years we lived without knowing when a rocket is coming from the other side, where it is going to fall, and as I said, we didn't have any place to hide. So that was 10 years of constant fear, with like sitting ducks in an amazing amusement park. It was, they would launch during the night, in the evening, in the morning, when kids went to school, when kids came back from school. And every time we had to send our kids to school or just play outside in the afternoon, we didn't know if we are endangering them. What would I do? I would send my kid to play outside, and then what? Suddenly something may launch, and he would be by himself. So it was always, the mind was constantly working. How do I protect my family? I couldn't protect my home, of course. It was just a chance. But how would I protect my family and myself? And of course, all the rest of the community. That was 10 years of constant fear. And then Israel has decided to take responsibility and build and take few measurements in order to protect us. The first thing, they built safe rooms to each of the houses around the Gaza Strip. All the communities that are far, at about 7 kilometers from the border, have a safe room that the state built for. So it took, of course, a few years because it's a very big cubic room, very heavy, and it took time to place all of them near to our houses, but we all have a safe room attached to our homes, and this cubic room is definitely saves lives. There are a lot of stories of families that heard the alert, went to the safe room, a rocket fell on their house, the house went completely lost, but the family survived. Because it's a very, it has very thick walls with an iron window, with an iron door, so it is very safe. And during the last few years, since we have it, whenever we know that something is going to start, we're going to stay there, we're going to sleep there. We don't wait at our beds in order to hear something during the night and then run in the dark and maybe slip and maybe break a leg or whatever. We just stay there, and because it is so thick, we don't even hear the explosions so much. So sleeping there,
Sorry, can you brief again what you said?
Too long, eh?
So it is. It gives a lot of confidence to stay there and to sleep over there. The other thing that Israel did was to develop the Iron Dome to an extent of very high accuracy.
Wow.
At the beginning, the Iron Dome, whenever it identified a missile comes from the other side, it alerts us. And all the area went into the safe room because it didn't know exactly where it is going to fall. Now it is very accurate. It can identify that a missile that comes from the other side would fall here in Netiva Asara. So in my community, we are in routine. Whenever we hear explosions that are aiming to Sderot, by the way, this is Sderot over there. You see it? If it's aiming towards Sderot, and we didn't hear it. It's safe to be here. So now I feel personally quite protected. I know when I'm in danger. I know what to do if I'm in danger, and if I follow the instructions, I'm quite protected.
Wow.
Which was not 15 years ago. But still, as I said, explosions. The missiles of the Iron Dome are very big missiles. Okay, it's about my height, and it is very expensive, and it is very big. And when it sends a missile to explode the missile, or not the missile, the rockets, it's not missiles, the rockets, from the other side, the explosions of two rockets explode in the air, the sound is terrifying. And it's not one rocket in an hour or a day.
Wow.
Sometimes they launch tens of rockets at the same time in order to hit the other side. And all the explosions are made over here, because whenever they launch to Sderot, it explodes here. When they launch to Tel Aviv or Ashkelon or to our, it all explodes over here. And when we look at the sky, we see many, we call it like mushrooms. It's small points in the sky, and it all happens above our heads. So the noise is terrible, and this is why, especially that, why whenever an operation or war starts in this area, all the families with young kids just take their kids and leave the area. In the last operation, at about 60 to 70% of the people left the communities. The people who stay are usually the ones who are brave, or old people, or sick people, but most of the community is going away. And by the way, in the last few operations, the state of Israel matched to each of the communities around the Gaza Strip a place that receives them. Okay, families don't have to pack their family and start wandering around Israel to find a place to stay.
Yeah.
If we leave this community, we know that we go to this hotel or this kibbutz or this, and they can go as a community, which gives them lots of strength and feeling that, okay, we left our home, but kids are together and grown-ups are together, and it's completely a different feeling to be together, and activities are being made to let the people forget what's going on in their home. So the feeling is quite different. The third thing that Israel did was to protect us, or to aim the tunnels that were dug from the other side to penetrate or to enter Israel. In Protecting Edge, that was the name of one of the operations. It was in 2014. Israel found tens of tunnels that were there from the Gaza Strip to enter Israel. None of them really entered communities, but near their border and not far away, they found the opening of these tunnels. And I remember sitting at home, not just me, I'm representing other people, but we're thinking, protection from the air we had, the Iron Dome, the safe room, but what do we do if they enter by foot? Okay, I would go to my house, lock the door, but if somebody wants to enter my house, they just do it with no problem. So the fear was so intense. So at the end of the war, Israel decided to build a barrier that goes 70 meters to the underground, 70 meters till the aquifer, okay? Because in the aquifer they cannot dig. And I want to show you the upper side of it. If you look towards there, just in front of the wall, you see a very high fence. Do you see it?
Yeah.
This is the upper side of the barrier that goes to the underground, and it's supposed to identify any underground activity. And since it was built, few tunnels were dug and the army found it and stopped it.
Wow.
So now we feel that we are protected, even though we cannot ignore the noise and the fear that maybe the Iron Dome would miss, because the extent of accuracy of the Iron Dome is 95%, which means that 5% they miss. So this is why in the last few operations they launched rockets towards populated areas, to the cities, less towards us, because here it can fall here or in the field or between houses, but if they miss and it aims to Tel Aviv and it falls, it will destroy something, it will harm something. So mostly in the last few operations they launched towards the big cities.
Wow.
They also them, not just us. Usually our lives here in the communities are great. The communities, because of the situations, are very close together. During operations, when I said that most of the population leave, the people who stay, in each community there is a special team, volunteers, that takes care of everything that's going on during the operation. So if people stay and don't leave, the volunteers go and visit them. If we are supposed to stay in our safe room, and sometimes because of the intensity of the fire, we have to stay in the safe room for hours or next to the safe room, so people cannot go out for groceries or whatever. So this team of volunteers just take care of it. So because of this situation, people here are very close to each other. They feel like they would never be alone. Just imagine over there in a very high building in apartment number 44, a family stay there by themselves. Nobody knows what's going on. But here, nobody stays by himself. We all take care of everybody. The people who live, the people who stay. So the feelings of to live in such communities is a great thing.
Yeah.
For people who like to live in communities, some don't. Some don't like the density of so many people together. But people who like it stay here, and it's a surprise that in the last few years, many young families are immigrating to our communities. They come and they want to be here. You may think how crazy people are to come and bring young kids to a place like that, but they do. They come and they enjoy. Most of the year is quiet, and they enjoy the life with no war. This border, any questions so far?
Do you still live in that same original house?
What?
Do you still live in that original house?
Yes.
It
It wasn't hurt by any missile. Never. I was lucky.
You never moved into a new house?
No.
Okay.
I'll explain now exactly. Okay, this border was built in 2005 after Israel made the disengagement from the Gaza Strip. I don't know if you know.
Yes.
this.
Yep.
Okay, so that wall was built. Now, this wall is not all around the Gaza Strip, because if you look over there, you see these buildings? These are Palestinian buildings, villages.
Wow.
Bet Hanun, Bet Lahia,
Yeah.
over there, it's the Gaza Strip already. Okay, and they launch rockets from there.
That's right.
And a very simple rule is, if we see them, they exactly, so they can see us. So whenever there is an operation, we are not allowed to come here because we are exposed to
Yeah.
the other side.
Wow.
And there are many roads around the Gaza Strip that are closed during operations because they are exposed, and people who drive their cars are in danger of being shot by them. This border is with no live alive soldiers.
Right.
No soldiers on that border. It's all technology and electronics and very high tech.
Wow.
For example, you see the balloon, we don't see it maybe. Sorry. Okay, so this balloon is here 24/7, collects data
Sandina.
to see if anybody comes and wants to
Amazing. Amazing. For those who are listening, it's amazing what that lady is explaining to us. So they say here in the Gaza Strip, in this border, for Israelis, how they protect their people, there's no human soldiers around here. So all they have, kuna kakilita ni kino Israeli, no na high tech, cyber and technology. They use that as their security. Very sharp, and the civilians of like how they watch it through technology. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it from a distance from here. I'm trying to see from a distance. There's it looks like a hot air balloon right in the distance. So that hot air balloon collects data and does all the surveillance for them. There's no human soldier. That's just one out of the many. Maybe if I move closer, you'll be able to see it. If you look at comment, so that feedback. I hope that I'm coming to you clear. Okay, from a distance from here, I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in. There you go. You can see that? Can you see that from a distance? Yeah, the lady was explaining. Okay, can you see the balloon from a distance at least? Where is it? There. Can you see that? Yes, okay. So for the lady was explaining, that is floating 24/7 up in the air. This is not like any other borders where you see I was coming as we were approaching the border. Here's me thinking that it's like any other normal borders where I was hearing, oh, Gaza Strip will be heavily human soldiers around here guarding the place. And to my surprise, we came around the bus and there was like no human borders with heavily armed human soldiers. Now that the lady is explaining, that's just amazing. Because they don't have a choice, na vetang giving them the wisdom and how they maneuver themselves to live in this kind of environment. It's quite emotional listening to the lady and how she's explaining everything that they just had to learn to live around what's happening around them. Hearing two bombs firing in the Gaza Strip, normal sartunga. These guys? Right. Amazing. So, there's a sharp surveillance going on. The risk that we've taken for these ICEG pilgrims arriving in by the Gaza Strip, by the border. So I can only imagine. We can hear the helicopters from a distance. Well, yeah, we're here on our risk, but yeah, just here for. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Did she explain that there's a 70-meter ditch?
Yeah.
Between the two fences.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And amazing because they found out
because they were digging underground channels to come through to Jerusalem.
Yeah. So if you see from a far distance, those villagers, because they're saying they don't expose themselves. Freedom you know the rule. If you can see them, then that means they can see you. So they don't expose themselves. And imagine living the kind of life every day.
Yeah, that's why they've done this wall last 10 years, it's doubled already.
For the Israelis.
For the Israelis coming to, yeah, they love the place, even though,
It's all prophetic. Yeah. Kakachuga ni dalak may nabunongo. Na may reda to nabunongo and then ruka. Nageva kasama taka ni nabi maroroy to Nicolo, the divine protection of God over this land. It's just so amazing. Oh look, there's those pins that we grab and then that's how we stick it on the wall. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay. Like you can write on it and then we stick it. Then we gotta do it quickly if we're moving. We gotta go soon. Yeah, so hopefully you'll find this quite informative. Gosh, that's a lot to process in a week. But sometimes it's just good to just soak it in, soak it in. And I guess this is just one of the live videos like this that I'm doing, and I'm probably going to watch it later as well when I get back home, back to reality. Bikin nila sar-sar ti kumay. Go, ndele ni tebelingo. Bitu ngay keso na piningo me kemi may go kasartaran go talameo. Go na piningo saratuba tuike. So we have the opportunity. It's like clay.
This
It's
is
left
Nativa
here.
Asara. It's a Mushav.
Is that what it's called?
Nativa Asara, yeah.
Oh, Nativa Salam.
The path of the 10.
Oh, wow. So you get to write at the back of it?
Where is the guide? She will explain you. Your guide will explain you with the clue.
Anything. So we stand with you, Israel. We love you, Israel. We'll be praying for you. Yeah, we're gonna look. That's how they're sticking it on the walls. How special, hey? There you go. So I'm gonna get to write 1, 2. I'll grab one. Okay, viewers, look. What you got?
Fiji Island, we love Israel.
Okay, I will do one for the viewers, Viewers tuning in, look. So we'll do one on behalf of you guys. So, one for the viewers.
Date, today's date. Fifth of October.
So date today?
5th of October, 23. Ready? Hold that.
And then now, where's yours? Okay. Go sa kaungo. May sangay mele kambi lang. Okay, viewers, look, this is yours. On your behalf. So basically we just write behind it at the back of it and we say, oh, we stand with you, Israel. We love you, Israel. So you keep staying strong because we'll be praying for you. So
she is the glue.
So, okay, we write on it and then there's a bucket there. What is it, like glue? Okay. So, kung may ito ni na glue, may bakambiri. How cool is this? This is like part of the... Can you do mine too? What do you dip with that?
Cannot.
Over there.
These were soldiers, young soldiers.
Oh, there you go, look.
So,
Okay.
guys who want to be the...
Okay, thank you. Okay. Isa may bakang biringo. Huh? Can you put it somewhere? Okay, let me see. Pangkarengo na space may na thinking. Okay, I can find one. Go. Hey, that. Okay, that's for the viewers. For those who, you know, you probably wish to be here, but you know, we've been taking you through this pilgrim tour. But there you go. That's how I was telling them that we are standing with you. Look at the many thing. Oh, you need help? Han, can you help her? Yeah, can you find that gap?
Just sideways.
Yeah, on the side. Yeah, you can choose. Oh, there you go. It's okay. Let go. Can you let go? There you go. Because it dries up quickly and it'll stick. You happy with that? Okay. All right. Go. Sarap tu bakit tungan ng basi. Nakata-kata ni Bonongo sa ako ngaya. And we're thankful that everywhere we go, they keep us hydrated. These people, nindala ko may keleke nila kanondra maraw. Ninda may sikowirto. You know, as much as we say that we are blessed, that we're coming into Israel, they are more blessed to see us because they need to see us coming in every year to assure them, we are here, that we are with them. Yeah. Yeah.
Auru mantap ke mani. Saben aru musa kaya red dalam nilai, sambar. Nimbula binak.
Iya.
Kira upa kabin binak ni mana mani be?
Nagyalan na mo ang bau telebo.
Sana nabi kira ung may telebo. Ito may sa tunggo, untuk sarabut kotungan yang live tungan na Facebook, tapos ni kalau na bakal libut ko. Yang wala may QBS. Bingar rabi tu kay kotuanga. Kau bakal binak ni kita may bitong mantu di kuah, lambog sa kaya tiuran na live. Kapag kami na ni isang santi umay biti-biti. Kaya baka indon na mo naman yung buto ka. Di ba karuta kami na anak kanay labo. Buwan na mo naman yung buto.
It's worth the investment,
Worth it. Kaya baka indon na mo no, sumber ng buto ka. No mo bubale. Kaya baka iba ito, amo kaya lewili ka na mo sa karaya. Binabo ka lewili na ka.
Naka.
Kapag ko, ano ba isaw? Ano ba isaw?
Okay. I hope you all enjoyed that. Go na bitang basara katalpungan ko. I'm just trying to do a group photo before we leave. Talameo, want to say anything else?
Sen maruta gitu nga batang ibangi.
Yo.
Sara-sara tigo sabo nga bitana singa me
Second
kima
month.
me bitala tale.
Yo.
Toga ba woti na maruta gi kima me soto tu irna lak me nonda. De kima me notu no bibo notani. O satu to kandina na ni mami be ngole aku na bunongo. Tamay ba kantin dinatakan tambutu kasarnga. Na bonua butu butu na monitor ang chiso bamuria may ano na subo. The ministry Galilee atau hotel nona gunoko emele atau tali Jerusalemi melem beitaki pakoti sarki na kovelatai tu da ketale nganga kwa rawan inda birai di tigukina rawan inda na rawata kina na bonua kwa salako mele baruta ka weekend o ke mami maruta ka bale buni memi tiko lebora lako sara me bono lebu lebora memi sota bi marutaki pernah laku menebesai witi. Untuk sesangata kami reato main bunonggo saya atau ramai Sanang boleh libu ni weekend ang gay sara-sara tingmay muri. Lote undo na kay tukun endo na rabay nambo ini singa. Tuno ko when I come to Jerusalem, I cannot just come to Jerusalem not visiting my parents. So tuno ko, it's just like us. This is where it all began. This is where it all started. So nabunong ko Jerusalem kenda santang kilana kaluna bese pura-pura.
Sandina.
Wada ba ni sinraw ni da lakumay minda Mexico na porturang the Holy Land. Nabunoy take away ni kina tuno chisu. When you baptize them, you will reach the ends of the earth through his ministry and baptizing them in the name of the Father and Son and the Holy Spirit. Kito sa may tunggo, bagan dinatang na kanasaro ito toka, bakayango bakayalo, inda may reda na bunonggo, bago sibi, meni bakayalo, inda may bagan dinatang. Sino ba kami dami buto kumenta reda saranga, bagan dinatang. Tapi kahit tukun ito na wala tamo. Ni kalong atas tiko, meni pano ni binaka, tika ni Victor Nikas.
Okay, Vinaka, we sign out now as we leave the Gaza Strip and on our way back to Jerusalem. God bless you. Mita kanyo ni Marotaka mo demanda.